Before we get into the demo real quick, I just wanted to mention my first experience seeing PortalGuard in action was at a conference. We were there, and I think Grandview College demonstrated. So a big thank you to them for sharing. And I think they were very proud of their implementation at the time as well. And that was big. I mean, that was the first time that I'd seen the product, and so thank you to them. I'll let Cameron maybe take us through a quick short demonstration, pointing out a few things of our login page, and then I think he's got a login that he can share as well. So thank you, Cam.
Yep, so this is the login page. I just noticed in the URL, I think it's got additional argument passed on there, but yeah, so we started off with how do we best brand this? We wanted to put it as something really straightforward, and so we've, the actual credentials as well as the site, we just branded as NICC login. So that's what our users, our help desk, our staff and faculty, they all recognize it as that. So right here on this main login page, you can see we've got our little chat client that pops up with our help desk users available. When a new student enrolls with us, one of the first things they're provided once they're accepted is they're provided their username and some details on how to go set up their password for the first time. So we're able to use a feature built into PortalGuard to preload their personal email address from their initial application to the college into this system. And so the way they set up their first time access, they just do a forgot their password, type in their NICC username, and it will send a password reset link to their personal email address that they provided us. So it's a much better system than what we had previously. A lot of our, for years, a lot of our credentials, they're sent out through the mail, and they're often based partially on the social security number, which is a practice that's really frowned upon anymore from a security standpoint. We'll go ahead and log into a test account. So normally, if they're just trying to access one of our resources, like their Gmail account or our LMS, whatever it might be, they would be presented with the login page. They would log in, and then they would just be taken to that resource. But they can just directly access this website as well, and that's where they can manage their account recovery options. So we've got our PortalGuard configured. So the first time they log in, it will prompt them to, we've got a few required steps they have to complete. They have to set up some type of recovery option, whether it's just sticking with their same personal email address, giving a phone number that we can use the built-in SMS features within PortalGuard to send them a one-time code if they need to reset their password. Otherwise, you can also do challenge questions. So on this example account, that's what I did, is I entered in 3 challenge questions. Additionally, we have it set up where if they choose to, they can also enable multi-factor authentication on their account. So they can have it where the default is we prefer using the mobile authenticator app, since those seem to be the most secure and reliable for most situations. But you can also do it through email and SMS, I believe. Yeah, and they can also do a printed one-time passcode, so kind of an emergency if let's say if you've got your phone configured to receive the codes and you lose your phone, don't have access to it, it breaks. You could also have some printed copies that you could retain that would be one-time access into it. Beyond the account management, there is an SSO jump page. We personally at NICC don't push our users toward this. We have a separate portal where we have most of our links at and resources, but they do have an SSO jump page where you can initiate single sign-on connections to different resources from here. So for instance, on this account, I granted it access to Zoom, which we use for our web conferencing and all that at NICC. And so you click on that, and it'll just launch it logged in as the account.